Hello, sweeties! We're looking at the week of April 21st, 2019. Can you believe it? The planets are slowing down a little, giving us a chance to catch up. So if your life has gone completely nuts in the last week, just breathe. Have a seat. Rethink your plans. Thanks for listening to Astrology with Linda Shaw. Don't forget to subscribe. It's free. And press that bell thing and you'll be sent reminders. That's enough of that. Let's get to the stars. Taurus, my little muffin. Just because the sun is beaming down on your gorgeous self doesn't mean every single thing is going according to plan. There are a couple of teeny glitches here. Firstly, please take note, optimism and complete lunacy are not the same thing. Just because you want that deal to go well doesn't mean it will. Not without a little help anyway. What happened to that wonderfully meticulous mind of yours? You're usually so careful with the boring details. Okay, so it's back to the drawing board for you. And while you're there, think about whether this is still what you actually want. Your needs are changing, you know, and the planets are pushing you in a whole new direction. Are you getting everything you need? What do you want? Or is it what everyone else wants? Take a breath, rethink. Money's available. There are loads of things to make you smile. Look around. That's it for Taurus. Gemini, my little cupcake. What a wonderfully creative sausage you are, especially now. So much so, in fact, that all of your personal melodramas have been relegated to the back burner while you concentrate on becoming a creative genius. Good for you. Take note of how this feels, and next time you're inclined to sulk in your corner, remind yourself of all the alternatives first. And work on some patience, heard of that? Now, look at all the different ways you can use energies like this. You could write that book, you could study something new, you could create a whole new career path, or change your relationships, or just about anything. The point is, your life is your creation. And since your creative powers are pumping, you can use these energies to change your life. Don't waste a moment. Trust yourself. That's it for Gemini. Cancer, my little fried banana. Take a breath. You're in one of those ridiculous moods where you're lashing out at anyone who's demanding too much, or who you think is demanding too much. Maybe you should take a second look at your own madness. Firstly, there's no need for violence. Just tell them very sweetly to piss off. Then ask yourself whether you're overreacting slightly. It's one of those weeks. Nothing's making any sense and you're taking it all much too personally. The point is, you're simply being asked to reassess. Are you working too hard? Are you being paid enough? Are your relationships making your life better? These are all tough questions and there are no easy answers. Don't push yourself, but you do need to figure out your next move. Only when you figured out what was wrong with the last one though. Take your time. Rethink. That's it for Cancer. Leo, my little watermelon. All that attention you were hoping for is finally on its way. Provided you're well enough to take notes. Your body is taking real strain. Nothing whatever to do with that vat of tequila you poured down your throat, obviously. Still, a minor detox wouldn't go amiss. And maybe a vegetable or two in your diet, and that's not fried chips either. Broccoli, mushrooms, that kind of thing. Anyway, moving on. The money gods are stopping by, expanding your wealth pile. Of course, if you're half dead, you'll be needing all those delicious dollars for medical bills. But if you're behaving even half like a grown-up, you're making some real money this week. Trust your instincts now. They're fantastic. Get ready to make some instant decisions. You're on a roll. It's a great week, mostly. Just behave a little bit. That's it for Leo. Virgo, my little apricot. As usual, you're much better at helping everyone else than helping yourself, which is not a terrible thing if you remember the cosmic law that which you give out is what you get back. Which means, of course, that your fortunes will be taken care of, eventually. But while you wait, you have to deal with the fact that your own financial instincts have moved into a wildly impulsive phase, which means it might not be best to make any sudden moves this week, not with your money anyway. Love, of course, is a completely different story. With love, impulsive, romantic, mad moves are always interesting. And if you do something really dumb, you can always apologize later. But for now, adventure is what you need. Something unexpected and really exciting. Enjoy. That's it for Virgo. Libra, my little lamb chop. You're in one of your sensitive little moods, aren't you? In fact, I don't think you've felt this fragile in ages. Don't fret though. Everyone's allowed to fall over now and then. Of course, your solution is always to hide in your cave, fantasizing about some fabulous love affair striding in and sweeping you off your dainty little feet and sorting out your life. Well, enough of that horse shit. No one's going to sort out your life but you. You know that, don't you? But while you wait, go ahead, have as many fantasies as you like. There's not much else happening this week. So dream a little dream and be kind to yourself. Oh, and in your few conscious moments, how about paying an occasional bill before they switch your lights off for good? Then reward yourself with a 4-hour TV binge. Next week you can get off your ass. That's it for Libra. Scorpio, my little pomegranate. You're wondering what the heck's happened to your life, aren't you? Mad changes are being tossed at you out of the blue, most of which, I might add, you arranged yourself, you know. Okay, so some of the moves weren't conscious, but some part of you is longing for a different life. So what do we have here? There's love at first sight, more than once actually. You'll probably be proposing to 2 different people on the same weekend. Try not to lose the plot completely. There's exciting stuff happening at work with delicious new offers and an opportunity to travel. Of course, if you're too busy planning weddings to notice, you might miss the boat, you know, or the train. How about some chamomile tea, sweetie? Take a breath, make some notes. Remind yourself that you still have time to change your mind. That's it for Scorpio. Sagittarius, my little hedgehog, what on earth do you think you're playing at? You've been making promises you have absolutely no intention of keeping and breaking hearts as you go. Careful with that. You won't be so chirpy when the broken heart is yours. Besides, the planets are giving you a little break this week, as in leaving a space for you to rebuild your reserves and charge your batteries. If you stop and think about it, you'll discover you're having a really great time. And sure, there's not much actually happening now, but that's okay. Job changes, creative breakthroughs are all on the cards for very soon now. But for now, you get to lounge about, stuffing your face with chocolate and staring at the ceiling. Unless you're one of those manic Saggies who's into bungee jumping and snowboarding on vertical peaks. You know, either way, you're doing your thing. Enjoy. Back to work next week, as in real effort. That's it for Sagittarius. Capricorn, my little Easter egg. It's true that this is not a particularly easy time for you, and it won't be for the foreseeable future, actually. But that's no reason to go into a decline. Besides, you're actually much stronger than you think. And strangely, you always thrive when there's a problem to solve. For some reason, you need to be forced to bring out your inner warrior and start waving your sword around. Right, so where were we? Well, if you have an investment portfolio, it needs to be restructured. If you don't have one, get one. You're going to make some real magic once you've mastered a few basic tricks. You're good at this. Besides, as you very well know, changing the world takes money, so you need some. Pay no attention to the people who are trying to stop you. They're just jealous. Smile and wave. The next few years are really important for you. Let yourself be a winner. Worry about love later. That's it for Capricorn. Aquarius, my little strawberry tart, what are you really so upset about? Generally, people only get unhappy in relationships when they're feeling manipulated, usually because they lack the courage to stand up for themselves in the first place. And then, of course, they do that mad blaming thing where everything is someone else's fault. But you don't want to be that person, do you? You want to be a grown-up. You want to make some magic. And if the relationships really aren't working, focus elsewhere for a while and then look back later. Those fabulously creative urges are looking for a really interesting outlet. And just because everyone's demanding structure and discipline as part of the deal doesn't mean you can't be brilliant. In fact, truth is, ideas without structure usually end up as babblings in the pub. So use your gifts. Create something unique. Fix your love life a little later. That's it for Aquarius. Pisces, my little bunny rabbit. Let's face it, investments have never really been your thing, but this week you'll have help. Besides, what else are you going to do with all that money that's suddenly wafting in? Spend it on garbage? Nah. Just because you're terrified of success, so weird, doesn't mean you can't learn to like it. So organize your budget, fix your taxes, get an advisor, and inhale abundance. You can always give it all away later if you still want to. Or you could use it to fix the house, which is currently falling down around your ears in case you hadn't noticed. And in your 3 spare moments, you could take the lover, one at a time please, out for a fabulous dinner. It's definitely time you did something wild and wicked. Your creative powers start misbehaving when they're bored, so watch that. That's it for Pisces. Aries, my little strawberry. You're covering an awful lot of ground, not to mention bedroom space, you know. Are you sure you want to do this? Hearts are being broken, you know, and it's only a matter of time before one of them is yours. Never mind though. Your focus will soon shift back to your work and you'll simply run out of playtime. Meanwhile, watch that insane temper. There really is no rush. So if a couple of people are ahead of you in the queue, congratulate them. As it is, you're much more impressive than the whole bunch put together. And you're looking particularly gorgeous this week. All you're short of is a little empathy. Try putting yourself in their shoes. How does it feel? There. Can you be a bit kinder now? And watch that mouth. It's saying things you're going to regret. That's it for Aries. Thank you, delicious beasts, for listening to Astrology with Linda Shaw. If you'd like to subscribe, please just press the button. It's free. And if you have a little question, tweet me on @TheLindaShaw, one word. Have a great week. And remind yourself how fabulous you are every 5 seconds. Bye now.